Hello and welcome. I am Exit and this is my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about the skeleton of a female vampire unearthed at a cemetery in Poland. It's a true story. Alright, before I get started, if you would please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps my channel to be seen and shared. And if you are not subscribed and you would like to be, please consider doing so. That also really helps my channel. And if you click that bell, then you'll be notified when my content goes live. All right, let's talk about vampires, shall we? In September of 2022, it was announced that the remains of a female vampire had been discovered by archaeologists at a cemetery in Poland. The Polish researchers came across the remains of a woman with a sickle around her neck and a triangular padlock on her foot at a gravesite in the village of Pien. The sickle, or farming tool, according to ancient beliefs, was supposed to prevent a deceased person, thought to be a vampire, from returning from the dead. The research team, which consisted of being led by Dr. Professor Dariusz Polinsky of the Nicholas Copernicus University in Turin, made the unique discovery in late August. In an interview with the Polish press, Magdalena Zagrodzka, who represented the research team, said that the human remains also had a silk headdress, which was woven with gold and silver threads. While the padlock and sickle are linked to 17th century superstitions, Zagrodzka said that the cap is evidence of a high social status of the deceased woman. Zagrodzka said that the sickle and padlock may have protected against the return of the deceased, which was probably feared. In this context, these practices can be considered so-called anti-vampiric. The farming tool was placed with the blade on the neck. It was believed that such an arrangement would cause the head to be cut off if the deceased tried to get up. This type of practice became common throughout Poland in the 17th century as a response to a reported vampire epidemic. Polanski explained that in addition to practices with a sickle, sometimes corpses were burned, smashed with stones, or had their heads and legs cut off. Naturally, experts are planning further research at the cemetery, aided by new technologies so they can survey the area. In addition, researchers from the Institute of Archaeology at the University of Krakow will conduct DNA testing on the remains to learn more about the deceased woman. Have we discovered vampire DNA yet? In an interview with CBS News, Polinsky said that the find left him speechless. He's quoted as saying, "Such a discovery, especially here in Poland, is astonishing, especially now, centuries later." He said it's pure astonishment. And this is not the first such discovery in this country. Archaeologists led by Leslie Gregorica of the University of South Alabama in the United States, that sounds funny, doesn't it? He went all the way to the University of South Alabama just to come back, found 6 so-called vampire skeletons at a cemetery in northwest Poland in 2014. I love this. This is exciting to imagine that people were so afraid of vampires that they would booby trap their grave. I love it. Thank you for coming. I hope you found this interesting. Good night.